Let's talk about another guy who's got a lot of experience with quarterbacks specifically, kind of well known for what he's done with quarterbacks, especially at the college level. And that's Kliff Kingsbury, current offensive coordinator for the Washington Commanders. And a guy that point blank is probably one of the most polarizing guys in football at times because
So
he has gotten a lot of credit by some people. He's gotten a lot of blame by some people, and it's not all wrong, guys. So he has been credited with helping develop Johnny Manziel, Baker Mayfield, Patrick Mahomes, Kyler Murray, Caleb Williams. You could say Case Keenum because he at least had a somewhat decent career at that point there. But he is credited with being part of the development of all those players. That's a lot of current NFL quarterbacks, guys. And now you got Jaden Daniels you're going to throw in the mix, who is having one of the, having the, had a little bit of a rough stretch the last couple of games, but overall has the best rookie season at quarterback of the year. If it wasn't for the great year with C.J. Stroud last year, to say probably one of the better quarterbacks rookie seasons you've seen in a while.
you still say that. Just, I mean, that's the best, but
you say that now instead of C.J. Stroud. You know what I mean? Like they automatically that went up from last year, but you take that out of the equation. This is one of the best rookie seasons for a quarterback in a little while now. And again, Kliff Kingsbury is the guy. And I just, I think people look at what happened in Arizona, and that's the main thing people have trouble getting over there. So here's the resume again: offensive coordinator for the Washington Commanders currently. Which, by the way, if we did hire him, I would love to just hurt a divisional rival like that.
100%. I was going to say
that's one really nice benefit.
Yeah.
USC senior offensive assistant in 23, Cardinals head coach 19 to 22, Texas Tech head coach 13 to 18, Texas A&M OC and quarterback coach in 2012, and assistant over at Houston from 08 to 2011. So, guy's been around a little while there. He's got some coaching experience, which is one thing I find interesting with him as well. He's a guy that what you kind of get into a certain degree with him. But again, he wasn't exactly the best guy overall as a head coach. You can't sit there and say he had tons of success as a head coach. So there's pros and there's cons. But the most important thing, guys, is we need a guy who can develop a quarterback. And this is a guy with a track record of developing a quarterback. Now, you could sit there and say, did he develop a quarterback in Arizona? We had Kyler Murray. I think Kyler Murray's definitely got limitations. But let's be very frank, guys. Who would not take Kyler Murray on this Giants team right now? Would he be your first choice, second choice, third choice? No. But you tell me right now you wouldn't take Kyler Murray over DeVito, Locke, or Jones? I'll include Jones even though he's gone for this year, but I'm saying the guys we had this year. Of course you would take him over them in a heartbeat. He's at least an average quarterback in this league, which is not great. I get it, but it could be a whole lot worse. Doesn't mean I want the Giants to have an average quarterback, whoever we get as a head coach. But this is a guy who's got a track record of developing. Again, the guys I mentioned here. Would you take Johnny Manziel? No, of course not. Would you take Baker Mayfield? Of course you would. Would you take Patrick Mahomes? Of course you would. Would you take Kyler Murray over who we have right now? Of course you would. Would you take Caleb Williams? Of course you would. I'm just saying, that's where we're at there. Would you take Jaden Daniels? Of course you would. This is a guy that, like I said, at the most important position has a good track record. I think the big thing would be if we were to go and get a guy like this, Kliff Kingsbury. I would want somebody on a staff that has a lot of experience as a head coach, maybe an older, former head coach that can help him out with some of the things he might have had trouble with in Arizona. And you have to do your homework to find out exactly what those issues were. I don't pretend to be a guy with the inside on the Arizona Cardinals room, but find out what the issues were. Get a guy in there that can help fix it, and also get a very strong defensive coordinator, kind of like we did when we got Wake Martindale for Brian Dable. obviously that didn't work out long term, but it helped take something off of Dable's shoulder. So he let Wink Martindale take care of the defense side of the ball. So, like I said, an interesting potential candidate in Kliff Kingsbury.
If you like that clip, then you will love the full episodes too. Find us on your favorite podcast app and look for us on all your favorite social media platforms.
Thanks so much.
Please, I'm begging you. Please subscribe.